I hope everyone is good and I hope everyone has started your preparation for upcoming examination of the JIB. Okay. So today is a very important session, and before to start today's session, I would like to say if you have not downloaded the Adda 247 application, download and subscribe the Officers Adda 247 YouTube channel so that you can get notifications of the live sessions, you can get regular update from our side as well as important news that is related to your upcoming examinations. Okay, so let's start today's session, and today is a very important topic that we are going to discuss, like important things that required for preparing for every subject for JAIIB examination. Okay, so here we are talking a very special subject of your JAIIB examination, that is accounting, because in this subject you just going to understand various type of the things that you have to understand. You have to understand the basic concepts, you have to understand the numericals, that how you can do the numericals in the examination in a very easy way. You in this subject you are, because this is a very special subject, like you are going to get numericals, conceptual questions, as well as case study type questions. So this is a very special subject for the JAIIB examination, as well as it stands for the moderate to difficult level in the examination. So in this scenario, if I say, there is a very important thing we are going to discuss, like what are the important things that you have to remember while preparing for the accounting subject. Okay, so let's start today's session. So before to start, I would like to say that our target batch is also started, and in this target batch you are going to get everything from the basic to advanced level. In this target batch you are just do not need to make any study plan by your own. Okay, we all are here for you, and you just going to get a perfect study plan. You are going to get a material that is fully exam oriented. So there is just you just do not need to worry how to start your preparation, from where you should start your preparation, what things you should practice daily. Okay, we all here for you, and we have a perfect study plan in this. So PPB and LRB classes is already started, and your AB class is going to start from the 11th of April. So just hurry up and just grab this opportunity, because this is only one time investment, like when you just get a perfect batch in this series. Okay, and in this batch you are going to get a multiple mock test. In this series you are in this batch you are going to get multiple ebooks. Okay, and also the 130 hours plus live classes you are going to get. So and this is also a very convenient price, like you just have to apply the code, that is Y422, and with this code you are going to get a maximum discount on this batch. Okay, so just use the code Y422 and you are going to get a big discount on this. So let's start today's session. So today we are going to discuss like important things that is required, that is you just remember while preparing for the accounting subject. Okay, so accounting is the only subject of your JIB examination from where you are going to get a numericals. Okay, so that's why this is this is a very special subject of your JIB examination. So preparation of this also should be a very special, right? So you should have a perfect study plan, you should have a perfect time management for preparing your examination, right? Because in this JIB examination there are three papers that you have to tackle. If we are talking about this year, like 2022, because probably from 2023 your syllabus is going to be updated with the four subject, and their LRB subject is just going to be eliminated. So that would be probably from 2023, and we are talking about for 2022. That's why it is a very important that you should clear your examination in this June session. Okay, where you are going to get the examination of the JIB, right? So if you're talking about the three subjects, so the main thing that you have a perfect perfect study plan, perfect time management, so that you can easily prepare for your upcoming examination. And if I'm talking about like hardly if I say that 35 to 40 days are left for your upcoming examination, so this is a very correct time that when you should just start your preparation, either by your own either by your own or by us. Okay, like you can also enroll in our batches, right? So I am talking about, like, this is a very special subject because you are going to get a numericals from this subject. You are going to get a conceptual questions from that. You are going to get a case study type questions from that subject. And the main important thing that you have to understand, like, this paper is not a easy, like, if I say like PPB is easy, AFB is easy, LRB is easy, then it is not the easy subject. Okay, because you are not going to get only half marks question, 1 marks questions. You are going to get 2 marks questions as well. And the multiple questions, whatever you are going to get, that all are based on the basic concepts. And just trust me, if you are not good with your basic concepts, then what you read, that doesn't matter. You are just not going to get a good marks in the examination. So your preparation is not, I would like to say, your preparation should not only for the 50 marks. Your preparation should be like for 70 plus marks. Okay, because in the exam, this is an examination where the examiner just try to check your basic concepts, so that should be very clear, right? And now level of the examination is also stands for moderate to difficult level, right? So this is not the this is not the examination where you just start your preparation before to 15 to 20 days of the examination, right? You should start from now. And if I'm talking the ideal time, then you should start your preparation. So that's, just you just need a 3 months for understanding the basic concepts for clearing this examination, right? You have to understand the PPB as well. You have to understand the AFB as well as you have to understand LRB, because there are not any subject that is a very, that is a easy to understand. All subject stands for the moderate to difficult level, right? So, because you are going to get multiple questions that based on the basic concepts, that based on the case study type questions. For that, you should have a sufficient time, as well as you have a sufficient time for your revision and for or say for practice the mock test, right? So you should have a sufficient time. And if I'm talking about the 15 to 20 days, like 15 to 20 days before the examination, that means for that days you should have a sufficient time for practicing the mock test as well as a revision. And for that you have a well prepared notes by your own, like by the lectures you are any lectures if you are watching, like you should just maintain your notes as well. Okay, so this is that things that you should just understand. Okay, now understand another important thing, that if you are starting your preparation in a very fresh way, so the first thing that you have to understand your syllabus first. Okay, because that is also very important thing to understand about your syllabus, like what the whole syllabus is and what things you should read the first and what things you should read in the last. Okay, so that you should also know. And another important thing I would like to add here, that this is a JAIIB examination, and in this examination for every subject, like if I'm talking about for every subject, if so there is no any chapter that you can skip. Okay, because from every chapter you are going to get definitely one question, at least minimum one question you are going to get in the examination, and that is a very important thing. Okay, so this is a subject where you have to cover every chapters, you have to cover every modules. Okay, you cannot skip any chapter, any single chapter in this in this examination. Okay, so first that you have to understand like what is the whole syllabus is, and from where you should start your preparation, right? Okay, so if I'm talking about if you're starting your preparation in a very fresh way, so I would suggest you just start your preparation from the module B, because module B is all about where you understand the concepts of accounting. Okay, so in from this module B, you are going to understand the concepts of accounting, like what is accounting, what is the purposes of accounting, how we can do the accounting. Okay, so that all you have to understand in the module B. Module B. Once you understand module B in a very precise way, after that to understand the module C would be cakewalk for you. Okay, because from the module B you actually understand how to make the debit and credit transactions for any entry. Okay, and from that you are going to get a multiple questions in the examination. Trust me, you are going to get multiple questions in the examination from debit and credit concepts, and that all you have to understand from the module B. And the module C, module C, there are some chapters in the module C that is easy, but some chapters that you have to understand with the basic concepts, because from the module C you are going to get multiple conceptual questions. Okay, so that's why this module C is a pretty much important, as well as it also stands for the difficult level. Okay, so that's why I'm talking about, like, you should understand your syllabus first. Like if I'm talking about module A, that stands for like from where you get multiple of the numericals. From B you are going to get a theoreticals as well as a numericals questions. From C you are going to get a conceptual questions, and module D is all about theoretical part. Okay, and whatever you do in your banking day to day activities, that all you have to understand in the module D. So it is pretty much pretty much easy to understand. The main important concern for the accounting subject, because from this subject, like if you are just going to attempt this examination for very first time, so this would be your this would be your letter for clear the examination, because this is a subject from that many of our colleagues getting 70 plus marks, as well as many of our colleagues getting the 40 marks, 40 to if I say that 40 to 50 marks. Okay, because this is a subject, we can say this is a very scoring subject, from where you can just score as much as you can. Okay, so that is a very important subject. So that's why you should have a knowledge about like what is the whole syllabus is. Okay, and that's why we all are here for you. So in this series, like in the preparation of what things that you have to keep remember, that all I am just talking about. The first thing, you should have a perfect reference material. That is a very first thing that you have, right? And that reference material that you can get, like you should you can if I say, you can either a Macmillan book, or you have also purchased like Adda 247 publication book, where you can get everything. Like you can get a short notes, you can get a mock test, you can get collected data from the previous year memory based questions, right? So either you can just purchase the Adda 247 publication, the book, as well as you can purchase the e-books, or you can also have a Macmillan book. That depends on you what reference material you are going for. Okay. After that, the second thing, if I say that the second thing is the most important thing, that you should make a study plan. Like you should have a study plan in the morning as well as in the evening. Like you should just make a study plan like for 2 to 3 hours. If I say, you can, if you can manage, then just manage 2 hours at least in the morning, as well as 2 hours in the evening. Okay, and if you're just starting your preparation from now, then it would be just sufficient for you, right? If you are just studying with a very right approach. So this is also very important. And you cannot just skip any single day without your preparation. That you can also just enroll in our batches. If you just do not want to enroll in a combo batch, you can also enroll in our individual batches. Okay, where you can just enroll in any particular subject like PPB, AFB and LRB. And also you can enroll in our target batches, target batch or combo batches, right? Okay, and that all available in bilingual language as well as the English language, right? The third thing that is very important, like prepare like you will have a sufficient time for the revision. You should have a sufficient time for the revision. And that if the IIBF just announced if announcing the dates for your upcoming examination, then after that you should have an ample amount of the time before the date, before the actual date of the examination. So you should have a revision time, and that revision can be just done in a very quick time from your short notes, and the short notes that prepared from the lectures you are watching, from the different lectures you are watching on the YouTube, as well as like if you're enrolled in any batches. So from there you can just make the short notes. From that you can make a revision very quickly. Okay, right? So revision is also very important in this series. Like you have sufficient time for the revision, and for that you should make the short notes, right? Another thing that, a very important thing, that mock test. And whatever the mock test, like if I actually, if I'm talking about the Adda 247 mock test, then I am pretty sure, when you just giving the Adda 247 mock test before the examination, you definitely going to get a very good score in the examination. Because in this mock test you are going to get easy, medium, as well as advanced level questions. That exactly is all the paper is about. Okay, so mock test, just practicing a mock test is also very important. So if I am talking about, like, you, the main thing that you have to understand, you have a sufficient time for your revision as well as a mock test. For that you should have a perfect reference material, as well as you should have a perfect study plan, right? So I hope this is understandable for everyone. And one more important thing I would like to add here, that just do not afraid to see the syllabus, or do not afraid to see the chapters, right? Suppose that any chapter, if I'm talking about any chapter, suppose that I'm talking about the accounting standard, okay? Let's talk about accounting standard chapter, where you will get a multiple pages. Like there are somehow, if I say, there are 25 pages, approximately 20 to 25 pages there are. Okay, so just do not be afraid to see the syllabus. Because this, if I'm talking about accounting standard, so we have a story for the accounting is to learn the accounting standard, as well as we have a one liners. Like you can easily understand what all are the accounting standard is about. Like if I'm talking about accounting standards too. Okay, so first of all, that we have a story format for understanding the all accounting standards, as well as and the purposes and need, if I'm talking about for the any accounting standard, that we have a one liner for that. Then you should just do not be afraid to see that how many pages that you have to learn, that you have to memorize. This is not the era for the hard work, this is the era of the smart work. And we have all the things, right? Okay, so just do not the very important thing, just do not because by seeing that 20 to 25 pages, we can think that just skip this chapter. Okay, so do not think and do not be afraid to see the the chapters, like. Okay, so we all are here for you, and do not stuck in any chapter. Suppose that if I'm talking about any chapter, like company account 1, where you have to understand issuance of the share, and you are not able to understand how to make the debit and credit transactions, or how company make the debit and credit transactions for any entry. Okay, so you are just going to stuck in that chapter, and you are just passing 2 to 3 days for that. So just do not stuck it any chapter. You will find multiple videos, as well as we all also here for you. Okay, for solving your queries. So do not stuck it any single chapter. You will find a multiple videos on officers under 247, and where you can find for and like you will get a multiple videos based on that. So you can easily just make the notes, and you can easily understand from that. Okay, so also just do not stuck that the important things that you have to understand while preparing for this subject, right? So that's all for this session. And once again, I would like to say that our target batch has started. So now I'm going to show you how you can enroll in a target batch, because this target batch is a very important if you are aiming for this upcoming JAIIB examination. Okay, because this is a not a exam where you can get the easy moderate question. Here you have to be a fully focused on the basic concepts of every subject, okay, and that all you are getting in our target batch. Like you will get everything like mock test, ebooks, as well as the live sessions, okay, and that's a very important for clearing your examination. So now I'm just showing you how you can enroll in a target batch. So you just first have to visit the Adda 247 website. Let me show here. Okay, so this is your adda247.com, that is your website, and after that you have to go to the JIB CIB section, where you can find the JIB CIB and another competitive examination related videos, okay. So you have to go to the JIB section, where you can find multiple batches that is actually running for you, okay. You can enroll in any kind of the batch, and meanwhile you can also enroll in any particular batch like PPB, LRB, AFB, okay. So I'm just talking about, if I'm talking about the new target batch that is already started, and your AB class is going to start from the 11th of April, okay. So you have to simply just go to the JIB target batch, and where you can find multiple things that is equally important for you, like mock test you are getting, ebooks you are getting, and 130 hours live classes you are getting. And the most important thing, that the study plan like PPB study plan, AB study plan, and LRAB study plan, you all are going to get this, okay. After that, you have to go to the buy now section, where you have to use the code, that is Y422. Let me write here. So you have to use the code Y422, and with this code you are going to get a maximum discount, okay. So you can see now the price is so much reduced, and this is, this is a very right opportunity that you all should enroll in our target batch, okay, because this is only one time investment, right? So now I would like to say thanks for watching me here. Thanks for joining me here. Like this video if you're liking our effort, liking our content. Share this video to your friends so that maximum number of our colleagues can join.